two, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
The 4-in hand, the simplest and the most popular way of doing your tie. First, hang the tie around your nape and make sure that the thicker end hangs on the right side of your chest and the thinner end on the left. Make sure that the thicker end is about 2.5 inches longer than the narrow end. Wrap the wider side around the narrow side. Bring this end to the left and make a loop from the back. Then, insert this end into the loop. Tighten the knot by pulling down the wider end while holding on to the narrow end to balance it. The Half-Windsor. This is the businessman's knot. This produces a neat, triangular knot and works well with a medium spread collar. Perfect for your business attire. Let's begin. Hang the tie around your nape and make sure that the thicker end hangs on the right side of your chest. Make sure that the wider end is 2.5 inches longer than the narrow end. Wrap the wider end around the shorter end. Then, insert the longer end at the back of the loop like this. Pull this longer end towards the right and wrap this again around the shorter end. Now, from behind, insert the wider end into the knot. Now tighten this by pulling down the wider end while holding on to the narrower end to balance it. The Windsor knot, the preferred knot for formal business functions. Remember, this requires a universal or English spread collar, a bit wider from point to point. Start by hanging the tie around the nape. Make sure that the wider end hangs down on the right side of your chest and is longer by 2.5 inches than the narrower end. While holding down the narrower end, bring the wider end from the left to the right. Bring this wider end under the narrower end and insert this into the loop. Once again, wrap the wider end around the knot. Then, from behind, insert it into the loop and finally into the knot. Make adjustments by pulling down the wider end while holding on to the narrower end to balance it. Remember, guys, your collar dictates the knot. Follow the simple rule and you will be fashionable all the time. The necktie can still be the most expressive piece of cloth in a man's wardrobe. They speak wordlessly about your taste, style preference, and position in the world. Visit our website at www.johnrobertpowers.com.